Hey, this is Chubby Depp, and you're listening to the Wrestling Junkeez podcast.
What's up, Wrestling Junkeez? Back with something a little special this week. We've got a special guest with us, current AWF and current RWA Rockstar champion, Chubby Depp.
What's going on, Wrestling Junkeez? What's going on?
What up, Chubby?
What's going on, fellas?
It's an honor. It's an honor.
It's an honor to be on here.
Pleasure, guys.
Likewise.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you doing this. I know you don't really do this shit for free, I'm sure.
Well, you're my boy, Brock. You're my boy, Blue. Just so you guys know, Brock Naranjo is one of my best friends. He's partially actually, he's a big reason that I'm a professional wrestler. So
Wow,
anything from my boy, Brock.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Appreciate that, man.
that's what's up, man. It's always good
So
to
let's
have an active wrestler.
yeah,
shine.
yeah. I mean, this guy's one of the biggest ones in Arizona, pretty much.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
I would say
weird,
so.
It's kind of weird from the day that you walked into that pawn shop telling me John Cena sucks to now it's
Right?
it's strange.
Can't believe this guy's a professional wrestler, a champion.
Crazy. It's crazy.
That's badass.
So why don't you go into how you got started into this crazy world of professional wrestling, bro?
Well, damn, Brock.
Like from the beginning, brother. How did you get into watching pro wrestling?
Those
Well,
hard-hitting questions right away.
Since I was a kid, bro, like we've talked about, you and I have talked about it personally. You know, like I used to always watch wrestling with my grandfather. I always liked it. I'm from a small town. There's really nothing there. You know, always was a fan. Was playing music before I wrestled. Came to Tucson. Didn't even know there was like independent wrestling in Tucson up until we're working together maybe a couple of years, you and I at the time. And you tell me, let's go to the show. Let's go to the show. It's free. Just come out. And you know that I'm a hermit. You know, I stay home for the most part. You dragged me out. It was Cactus League Wrestling, a company that's defunct now. We went to go see it. And the main event was Darby Allin, Johnny Suave, Mud Dog, I believe, and Gino Rivera. And that was the show that I decided I got to do this. And the announcer at the time was Chris Evans. Chris Evans, Arizona wrestler, SoCal wrestler. He was announcing at the time. He comes back into the pawn shop a couple days later. And I say, aren't you that guy that's an announcer? He low-key, he got offended and he's all, actually, I'm kind of a wrestler, man. I'm just broken right now. You know, I asked him, how can I get into this business? And he goes, well, there's the Arizona Wrestling Federation in Phoenix. And at the times, I don't have means for transportation. My car can't make it. You know, so it's whatever. Couple weeks later, he comes back and asks me, are you still interested in training? I was like, hell yeah, I am. He's like, your first 2 lessons are free. Gives me the address to a place, and the rest is history.
Oh, yeah.
That's badass, bro.
It was cool, man. It was cool. Training was hard. I remember the first couple of trainings, I thought I was all high and mighty because I could do some quarter rolls, and I took Brock. I took Brock just so he could be inside the ring. My trainer, Chris Evans, thought that he was going to like try to wrestle and stuff, but Brock was like, nah, it's not going to happen.
I'm good. I did that backyard wrestling as a kid. I don't know how you do it,
That's
bro.
so
I don't
dangerous.
know.
Like that, don't try this at home stuff. That's so real. It's so dangerous. Like, you remember when I first started training at home, I tried to like do like the gorilla, and I like tore something inside, and I was out of training for like a month. You know, that was wild, dude. And then COVID happened, unfortunately, and then we took a couple months off. Come the summer, Evans messages me, hey, we're starting back up if you want to come. We started back up. First day of training was just me and my tag partner, Ricky Reyes. And then we never left, to the point that now we have our own ring. You know, so it's cool.
That's badass. How long have you been training? Like you're a champ. That's
Uh,
like you rose real quick. Get
Training
some like,
started November of 2019.
oh wow,
The Friday right after Thanksgiving. Professional debut was March 6, 2021.
Wow.
oh shit.
You
That's
climbed that
that's
ladder
some
So it's
quick.
been fast, man. I just came up on my third
yeah.
year and very grateful for every opportunity that I've had and like every accomplishment that I've got to make thus far.
That's tough. They're pushing you so fast. There you go, man. That's what's up. That's like
And man, I
there's like
remember
so
when you
much.
told me you're gonna get trained by this wrestler, Chris Evans. And I was like, the announcer guy? Bro, you're getting scammed. Shut up, bro. Don't get scammed, bro. You're like, no, he's actually gonna train me. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. You're gonna get scammed, bro. Watch, he's gonna fucking take your money. You're gonna show up, and there's gonna be nobody there.
You know what's crazy with Chris, bro, is okay, so for instance, like the AWF, they charge like 150 a month. You have to sign some sort of contract. Here in Tucson, Chris only charges $50 a month to train people. Chris
Oh, not
takes
bad.
nothing of that money, dude. He puts it all back into the ring. If there's like a seminar, he'll pay for the seminar. Like we just did a Gabe Spolsky. He's Triple H's right hand man. He used to run ROH. We just did one of his seminars, and the school paid for it all. And I haven't been to the school in maybe about a year, but because we're his first class, he still pays for our seminars. Chris is amazing, man. Like it's crazy the character from the person, because the character, he's such a dickhead. But Chris Evans, the man, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And at this point, he doesn't have to wrestle anymore. He's just giving back, putting talent over, giving great advice. Like I have nothing but respect for my trainer.
Man, that's
So,
cool.
who are some of the wrestlers that you've made a connection? Because I know you made a connection with London. You made a connection with Hammerstone. Like, can you go a little insight into how that kind of happened to make
Well,
connections?
my boys, dog Hammer, I met because he was on one of the same shows that I was on. Another one of my trainers, the Prophet AZ, he's good friends with Hammer. He introduced me, and Hammer has always been the coolest guy. And the crazy thing with Hammerstone is we never talk wrestling. It's always music that we talk. Like I don't think I've ever had a. I've asked him one time he told me congratulations on all your recent success, man. So the only wrestling question I've ever really asked him is, okay, Alex, what's the next step? What should I do to progress? Now, that's the only wrestling question I've ever asked him, and he's a cool dude, and people are so intimidated of him because of his size, because he's Hammerstone, but he's the coolest dude, man. And then London's one of my best friends, man. He's been nothing but a great mentor, man. I just talked to him today. We talk a lot of film. If I ever need advice, he's there to give it to me. I've made great connections with Well, formerly Mariachi Loco. He's just Loco and Little Cholo. They were also part of the Rabbit Tribe in Lucha Underground. Mala Suerte and Saltadar. They're two other people that I have nothing but respect for. Loco, I keep in contact with frequently. I reach out to Little Cholo a lot if I ever need advice. Um, Brian Kendrick is another one that will send me videos of like just wrestling, the oldest wrestling to study, and I'm like, wow, this is ridiculously awesome. Just had a match with Chris Masters. You were there, Brock. You were there for that
Yes.
one. That was cool. Masters is hilarious. He's a funny dude. I get to wrestle Colt Cabana in a couple weeks. You'll be there for that one. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm gonna try to get him to sign that the Cabana headband that you gave me a couple years ago. We'll see
Yeah,
how
way
that
before you
goes.
even thought you were going to be a wrestler.
What?
Way before you ever thought you were going to be a
Yeah,
wrestler.
exactly. There's Ziggy Dice. I've met him.
Zicky Dice.
Yes, I've met him at a Party Hard show. Peter Avalon I've met. He's pretty cool. Um, I've met Jack Cartwheel. He's blowing up right now, man. Cartwheel's
He
blowing
is.
up.
Yeah, I see he's kind of blowing up in ROH right now.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
pushing him a
he
little
is.
bit.
But I've been fortunate to meet a lot of cool people, man, and hopefully I get more opportunities.
Hey, Chubby, if you could have a dream match, past or present, who would it be and why?
Um, Shawn Michaels easily
I knew it was
because
gonna be Sean.
Sean's my favorite man, and I will be the first to say that I'm not a good wrestler. It's all character work, but Sean could have a good match with a broomstick, so that's why I'd pick Sean. Um, Another one of my dream matches on the indie circuit, I actually get to live next Thursday. It's against Gino Rivera. Gino was in that main event that we were talking about earlier, the first indie show I ever went to.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes full circle. Like right after this, I'm gonna film a promo and use some of that footage from that show. But yeah, Gino's another one that I have nothing but respect for, and I'm looking forward to facing him.
Oh yeah, Gino went hard on you with that promo. You got to
It
go real
kind of
hard
hurt my
back.
feelings a little bit.
You got to go onto that.
And it's crazy with Gino. One time I saw him in El Paso a couple months ago. I see him frequently. We're on the same show once in a while, but I saw him in El Paso, and I had never really interacted with Gino. Like we've said hi and bye. There was one like 6-man tag that we had a couple years ago, and we're just having a conversation, and I was just like flabbergasted. I was like, "Damn, Gino, you sound nothing like you doing your promos. This almost feels wrong, dude. It feels weird." He starts laughing, but Gino's a good guy, and he's an even better worker, man. He's a worker to the max.
So is there a promotion that you haven't been able to work yet that you want to go there? Is there any particular place you would like to go to?
I mean, there's the promotions, the bigger promotions like GCW. A lot of my friends have done AEW. There's Prestige Pro Wrestling, West Coast Pro. There's all those California promotions that I'd like to work. There's also FSW in Vegas that I'd like to, but the economy's hard, man, so I can't be making the trips right now. But but yeah, there's those promotions. But for the time being, right now, um, not to like toot my own horn, man, but I'm happy running Arizona right now. As cocky as that sounds, I hate to be that way, Brock. I hate to be that way, but I hold two of the power pieces in Arizona. So right now, that makes me the guy. And when people knock, I'm the one who opens the door. So for a while, I want to keep it that way until I'm ready to pass the torch.
You currently hold 2 titles. How many titles have you had? Because I checked your Instagram, brother. You're the title collector.
Yeah, yeah, that was cool. Originally, what's crazy is that when I first started training, it was 4 of us. It was myself, Ricky Reyes, Dax Maximus, and a guy named Austin Cole. Everyone, thought Austin Cole and Dax were going to be the guys to hold the belts, and Ricky because he's so athletic. Everyone just looked past me. And then just something clicked, man. And this last title was my 10th title in 3 years. So I'm very fortunate. I've held titles in Arizona and Texas, defended them in Mexico and Vegas, California, everywhere that I can, man.
Oh
What's
yeah,
been your
dude.
favorite match so far? I don't think we have ever asked you that question.
What?
Your favorite match so far?
It's a hard one. I don't think I can put really like just one. I've had a match with my tag partner Ricky, the same show that Marty Scurll was on. We got to main event over Marty Scurll, so it was like
Nice.
we really got to put on a show. And him being one of my best friends, man, we left it out there. There was moves that I wouldn't even think of asking people, like, "Hey, can I hit this on you?" I didn't even have to ask him. I'm like, "Hey, I'm hitting this." Okay, just take care of me. There's him. There's the match that I had with Chris Evans, my trainer, the last year in February for my title for my AWF title, no disqualification match, where I landed on him, where he tried to sunset flip over me, and I just kind of went back and landed on him. We made it onto Botch Club. That match. There's the match, the Fatal 4-Way that I just had with Aiden Colt, Paul London, and Chris Masters.
Great match.
That was good. And then the first time I ever wrestled at the Rialto with Ricky against Austin Cole and Johnny Suave, that first experience, ridiculous. Like the adrenaline of that crowd. And,
yeah.
And I can never forget the two matches that Ricky and I had against Lights Camera Faction. The first one for AWF and the second one for RWA at the Van Buren in Phoenix. Oof. Those boys can work, man.
What's the most painful like move you've ever like taken?
Damn, they all hurt, man. To be honest with you,
So, like, which one is there? Like, which one's like the first one that comes to your mind when like, oh fuck, that shit hurt, bro.
What's a move that you will not take right now? If someone comes up to you, someone you've never worked with, and they're like, maybe they're like a spot fest kind of guy, like, hey, bro, I want to get my spots in, man. I want to do this specific spot with you, and you're like, nah, I don't do that. Just because you know how painful it is.
I've never said no to anything, man. To be truthful with you, I've never said no to anything. Just a couple weeks ago, I wrestled this cat in El Paso. His name's Tiger Man Jr. He's an 18-year-old kid, dude. Badass luchador. We had a hamburger on a pole match as a gimmick match, but I took a power bomb off a ladder.
Damn.
Yeah, he got under me, and I was like, "Oh shit, here we go!" Boom, that hurt. Austin Cole, he used to do this splash off the top rope, and this guy wouldn't like protect you at all. He'd go, Jeff Hardy just bombs on you now.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he'd do. Stomach first, boom, he'd land on me. Jesus, rough. And then, who else's move do I hate? Oof, my boy Marty Snow, man. He has this clothesline, and he nails the shit out of you. And Lord Draco too, another one of my good mentors. Anything that man hits me with is just devastating. He's so big.
Draco's an intimidating motherfucker.
And under the mask, bro, he's the nicest guy.
Is he?
Yeah, like the reason he wears a mask, and I still say it, is because he breaks character so much. And whenever I wrestle him, he's just laughing the whole time while I'm in pain. But yeah, those guys, man, those moves, especially that power bomb. Like, I don't know if I'll be doing that again anytime soon.
So what's the origins of Chubby Depp, bro? Like, give me the insight on that. I used to always
tell my friends that I was like the handsomest one out of all of us. That I look like Johnny Depp. So one of my friends just started calling me Chubby Depp. He's all, calmado, Chubby Depp. So I made him my Instagram handle even before that. So when we were picking like wrestling names, right? Evans, my coach, he was giving names out to everybody, and I was like, he wanted me to be like Dancing Oso or something, like what? Dancing Bear. Yeah, and I was just like, nah. I was like, Coach, I think I'm going to be Chubby Depp. And he ended up liking it. I'll roll with that. So just my Instagram handle, man. And I just rolled with it. The character came to life by itself after that. And a lot of it is and Brock could tell you, a lot of the character is just me turned up to 100, right?
It is.
Literally.
You're that ridiculous at times.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the guy who just for the fuck of it, it's fucking pouring down rain. You're at work. I'm gonna go dance in the rain.
Yeah.
You run out there, do a little dance, come back in, soaking wet, just for the fuck of it.
Just like to have a good time, you know that, Brock. I've always just liked to have a good time, man. Enjoy my time here, bring joy to people, man. Like it's pro wrestling, It's we all know, it's not fake. It's not fake, but we all know that it's a work, So if we could bring joy to people as performers, I'm happy with it. You know, I'll make a fool out of myself.
Bro,
For God's
you're doing
sakes, kid.
artwork, man. That's artwork, bro.
What happened?
What you're doing is artwork, bro.
Oh, thank you, man.
It's like
Thank you.
it's like it has a lot of poetry and motion when you really break down what you do, man. I respect the fuck out of what you guys do.
Thank you, man. Thank you sincerely. You know, and unfortunately, there's people, you know, who will always look down on it. So me as a worker, I always, you know, like right now I'm letting loose because Brock's here, you know, because Brock's my boy. He asked me to do this, so I'm letting a little bit loose. But I try to protect the business as much as I can because there's people who will always look down on it no matter what. You know, we're stunt people, but we only have one week.
And for those people, fuck you.
Yeah,
a big fuck you.
Fuck them. They're just hating because it's on top of his game right now. Wrestling.
Yeah,
is
what do
booming.
you think about current happenings within WWE just in the last year or so?
Well, you know, I've always been a WWE guy, dog. I always defend WWE.
Yep.
You know that.
Always.
But the product, as of the last maybe 6 months, has been better than it's been in years.
Yeah.
A lot better. Like, ever since Triple H took over, dude, it's amazing. Like, if you notice, for instance, I'll use Ricochet as an example. Ricochet is able to wrestle now.
Yeah.
He's able to wrestle his style. He's not restricted to that old WWE formula. It's good. That WrestleMania night too, dude, like it was wrestling and not me. It made me feel that way in a very long time.
Very long. Yeah, we all said the same thing.
Big grown men cry.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, even though I was expecting Steve Austin when the Undertaker's gong hit, I marked out.
I was like, what? I typed in the chat. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's good, bro. It's wrestling is relevant. It's good. It's great right now.
That must fire you up, bro, because like you're there. You might get there one day, bro. We might see you up in that
awesome,
mix.
Man. Awesome. Like, there's so many places to work for myself, for my peers, you know.
Yeah.
Granted, there's only so many spots at a promotion, but there's so many promotions that are catching traction. You know, one of my good friends, she's up touring basically the whole United States right now. You know, like there is a chance for regular Joes, you know, to do something with this. You know, so it's wrestling's great right now, and it's only going to get bigger. You know, it's only going to get bigger.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, we do this show because, you know, we all fell in love with professional wrestling. When do you think that moment or that match you actually fell in love with professional wrestling?
Mind Games, 1996. Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley. That is still today my favorite match. I remember renting. There was this place in my hometown called NG's 2. I remember renting the video. Like, I've heard stories of myself like sitting on my uncle saying like Yokozuna, and I remember having like the Warlord action figure and stuff like that. But the match that I remember is the Mind Games match, and then right after that, 5 o'clock on Mondays with my grandpa was WCW, and if I could stay up past 9, it was Monday Night Raw.
Fuck yeah!
Let's be honest, bro.
What's your earliest memory of wrestling?
My earliest memory, and the crazy thing is I don't remember any of the matches, but my dad had taken me to a lucha libre event in Agua Prieta, Mexico. I remember the building was green. I remember there's a dude who came and talked to my dad, and then I asked my dad, what did he want? And then he says, he wanted to chop your dick off. So I said, no. What the fuck, Dad? I remember sitting like in the third row, but I don't remember any of the matches. That's my earliest memory, though.
Wow, so your earliest memory is not something you saw on TV. It's something you got to experience live.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for most of us, our earliest memory is watching it on fucking TV, bro. That's badass.
Yeah, dude. It was cool, man. It was cool. Even though I don't remember anything, I remember being there.
The Wrestling Junkeez podcast is sponsored by Hot Mom's Hot Sauce. It's not just hot sauce.
Top 5 wrestlers from indies, pros, like right now, like who's
Active?
your yeah. I'm not active either. Everything.
Of all
What's your
time,
Mount
number one,
Rushmore?
Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
For sure, Shawn Michaels. Number 2 is Steve Austin, because that's who I grew up like watching.
Fuck yeah.
Number 3 would be Roddy Piper. Number 4, shit. I think number 4 nowadays would be Vader, but not
Big
WWE
Van
Vader.
Vader.
Like New Japan Vader.
Oh,
okay.
New Japan Vader was a beast.
Yeah. And number 5's hard, dude, because there's so many greats. But I'm gonna say Randy Orton, just because he's so effortless in the ring. Like, if you watch Randy Orton, all he does is take 2 steps. Like in his comeback, if you right before the power slam, you watch him. This guy knows the ring so well. All he has to do is take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. He works a lot smarter than most people, you know. So just his psychology, like Randy Orton for sure. I used to be Cena, just because of how long he held it down. But now that I know the ins and outs of the ring, Randy Orton.
Oh wow, you changed your stance on Cena a little bit?
Yeah, I love Cena. I still love Cena, dog, to this day. But in ring work, definitely Orton.
I had to grow to love Cena a little bit. You know, I hated Cena for a minute there.
I know.
I've grown to appreciate what Cena has done.
Cena was a shit. Like fucking shit talking Cena. Oh my god, I missed that.
Shit talking Cena was cool, but like when he started getting into all the different color shirts and the little babyface character he was, I couldn't get into it for the longest.
That's why he's making money. He's cashing out right there.
Oh yeah, all the fucking merchandise, all the fucking just a t-shirt color swap. There's new merch.
Man.
You gotta respect the hustle, dog. The loyalty and the respect.
Hustle, loyalty, respect. You can't see him, Brock.
What are your thoughts, as somebody who's in the business, on what Tony Khan just did with that footage, bro? I'm sure you've seen it.
It was a mistake, bro. It was like the finger poke of doom.
Yeah.
AEW is going to be around, dude. Tony Khan has money.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling these guys.
Many people have said, dude, Tony Khan is just collecting his favorite action figures.
Yes.
You know, and that's still my perspective, like, as a fan watching it. I really don't watch AEW. I catch some highlights, but I don't watch it. I feel it's a very cliquey promotion, and that if you're not friends with whoever runs it, you're not doing anything. And Tony Khan is allowing this because he's a fan. He needs an actual promoter.
Yeah. I had so much hope for them, man.
Oh yeah. The first 2 years were good.
Yep.
First 2 years were good, and then
it's just they're not being utilized right.
Dude, that first pay-per-view has how many main events on WWE now? Damian Priest was in one of their first things.
Ray was on that show. He's back with D. Yep.
There's so many that they dropped the ball on. They just keep dropping the ball.
TNA's great right now.
They're consistent.
Yeah, like TNA has a lot of good talent. Like,
yeah,
they just got Hammerstone, and Hammerstone is amazing, They have another guy, like Jay Vidal, who I've been on the same card with. That my tag partner Ricky had a banger of a match, and it was only like Ricky's 5th match. Like, they have all this great indie talent, and I think they're gonna prosper greatly.
Yeah, they just gotta get that maybe jump in on a stream, maybe like WWE buys them off or something. I mean, not WWE, like the whole Endeavor or whatever group that's
TKO Endeavor
buying it all off. Yeah, maybe they get picked up. I see that coming through.
I think they're gonna have some sort of a deal with Endeavor, not TKO, because TKO is separate from Endeavor. It's its own different company. But I read something like they're gonna be funding like streaming service or something for TNA.
That's cool.
So I don't know, but the thing with TNA for me is like they had that chance with what's his name? I can't remember his name. The Canadian guy. He ran Team Canada.
Petey Williams?
No, he was the. I can't remember his name. I know you guys probably know who I'm talking about. He ran TNA for the longest time right there.
Did he just get released?
Yes.
What's his damn name?
Fuck, I can't remember his name right now.
Drake Younger? No, not Drake Younger.
No. He wasn't a wrestler when he was with them. He was like the leader of Team Canada.
Fuck, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. But I forget his name.
Fucking look it up.
You say Team Canada, I think of Lance Storm.
I know.
Holding those Canada titles.
Scott D'Amore.
Scott D'Amore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had a chance.
He was like running things over there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was running.
Yeah.
He wanted to put the money into the company. He had asked them multiple times, "Hey, I want some more funding for this company. I want to do something with it. I need to, need your help from Anthem." They just kept turning him down. They're like, "No, we don't feel like putting that much."
And Talon really respected that guy. I mean, they had nothing but good things to say about him.
He was about to take over the company. He put a bid into Anthem to buy the company out, and they just
everyone
said no.
that I've ever talked to that has that's friends with D'Amore has had nothing but good things to say about him. So I don't know like what happened there, but as far as I've always heard, like he's a great businessman. He has great morale and stuff like that.
I would love for that guy. I'd love for Triple H to pick someone up like him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Hey, Chubby, with all the talent you've worked with, who do you think is the biggest dick? Like, if you can shoot right now, who's the biggest dick?
The biggest dick. There's been a couple, man. There's been a couple that are just complete dicks. Like big names?
Big names, small names. We could do it all here.
Fuck. I'm trying to think.
Have you ever had a don't meet your heroes moment?
You know what, man? I haven't. I can't say that anyone's ever really been a dick. I mean, obviously there's workers who let the character become who they are. And I'm like, dude, fucking get over yourself. You're going to fucking do this. But I can't say that I've ever met somebody that I don't like. I'm pretty chill with everybody, everyone I've ever worked with. And it's crazy because like in Arizona, there's like 4 different promotions and they all kind of rival with each other. But all the boys are cool. All the boys talk to each other. We're all cool. It's just mainly the promotion name against this promotion. I can't really say that I've met anybody that's like a complete dick.
Bautista was a dick to me.
Batista?
Was he?
Yeah. Trying to get his autograph. He said next time. Like, motherfucker, there ain't no next time.
Next time, kid.
Yeah. Give me what I want.
He gave me the opposite of the Bret Hart. I was like, hey, Bautista. No. I've never met a dick wrestler other than him, but yeah, that's cool to know that the people you've worked with have been pretty cool.
Man, they're all really cool. The nicest wrestler I've ever met is Chavo Guerrero by far.
Oh shit, that was really cool too, dude. That's royalty.
Cheesy as fuck though, because we're taking a picture with him, and then Ricky says, "Thank you for the inspiration, Chavo," and Chavo says, "No, you guys inspire me." And I kind of just looked at Chavo and I was like, that's like some cheesy ass shit, dog. It was good, though. It was good.
That's so cool, Chavo. That's like, shit. You ever get to see, any of the Islanders?
If I've ever seen any of them?
Yeah, have you ever worked with any of the Islanders?
No, man. No, I haven't had the chance yet. But I want to look forward to him.
You haven't worked with Juicy
yet? I'm just a fat guy, bro. I ain't tall. But those Islanders are big and tall, dude, and I want to see what I can do in the ring with one of them.
You haven't worked Juicy?
No, but that's I know a promoter that I work with is trying to get that match. So if he can get him, I'm all for it. That's a big man.
That's a big dude.
That's a big man, dude.
Yeah, he's huge.
That's maybe
I
one
saw
guy
him
that
at
could
Circle
pick you up,
6.
huh?
Oh, dude, there's one guy who's picked me up, and I was scared for my life. Uh, there's this cat named Vito Fertali out of SoCal. Nicest guy in the world, dude. But he gets into character, and it's like, holy shit. We're having a match in SoCal, and I'm on the floor, and he tells me, "Hey, I'm gonna pick you up. Is that okay?" And me in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, you can try." "Yeah, bro," I tell him, "it's fine." This fool picks me up, World's Strongest Slam, has me there for at least 45 seconds, just holding me, picks me up and slams me down. Strongest man I've ever met by far, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a strong man. Strong man, dude. One of the best out there, Vito Fratelli.
What
Man,
about
we
any
get
good ribs in the ring? Like one time they said, Owen and Brett, they were in the ring. He actually grabbed some sardines and put it in Brett's face. Any crazy ribs in the stories or in the ring or backstage?
So we always try to rib each other. We always try to make each other break. There's this wrestler. I'm not gonna say his name because he's married, but we know that he got involved with a ring rat, right? And that the company, one of the wrestlers complained because it was his girlfriend at the time, and that wrestler wrote a long email to the company. So the company kind of wrote to that wrestler telling him, "Hey, stay away from this person," even though she was throwing it at him. You know, it's like, "Stay away from this person. Like, this so and so's girlfriend. It's inappropriate. We don't want anything to happen to your career." So I'm in the ring with this guy, and I know about the email. So we're wrestling. I'm like, "Hey, dog, just so you know, I know about the email, and you're a dirty son of a bitch." No, his eyes just open up, and I threw a little piece of cheese at him. "Here's some cheese for the ring rat." He just completely broke, dude. And it was great. There's stuff like that. There's like stealing Austin Cole's cowboy hat, stealing his trunks. Um, there's also like, what else have we done that's pretty ridiculous? There's so many things, dude. Like, as soon as a wrestler comes in, there's a wrestler that I know that has a really bad lisp, right? So every time that he comes in to a show, most of that same locker room will just be like, "Holy fit, he's here," and he's never caught it. He's never caught it. I'm thankful he's never caught it. It's another good friend of
that's
mine, but
fucking funny.
it's good shit. Ribs are good. Ribs are
Oh,
good.
yeah. What does it mean for you to hold that AWF title? I mean, we had the picture earlier. Obviously, we're audio, but what does that mean to you to hold that title?
That's the most prestigious title in Arizona, man. There's lineage behind it. That belt is defended every month. It's the top prize in the state out of every promotion. That's the top prize. That's been held by London. That's been held by Lawrence Tyler, by my trainer, and Lawrence was in OVW as Triple X. That's been held by Solo Sikoa, that title.
Oh,
That
dope.
title has a lot of history. So to be able to win that not only once but three times, and like coming close to breaking the record for most days held, like it means a lot to me, because I would have never thought in a million years that would be me. So that's why I try to defend the honor of that title. I show it off as much as I can. I defend it whenever I can. Um, it means the world to me, man. It goes to say that I am the best wrestler in this state, and as long as I have that, um, I will be that.
Oh shit! I
Do
like
you have any
that.
aspirations of going after any other title in AWF or maybe RWA?
In RWA, the only title I haven't won is the Lucha Libre Championship.
And Draco's held that thing
Uh,
forever.
Draco, and I don't want to wrestle Draco because he will fuck me up. um, in AWF, the first title I ever wanted was the state title. So one day I hope to win that state title, try to elevate that division. But also, I would love to win the tag titles with Ricky, because we've had tag titles everywhere except AWF. So that's kind of like a bummer. So I hope to one day win those.
Nice. So there are potential plans for you and Ricky to come back as a tag team.
Oh, me and Ricky have technically never stopped tagging. We just had our solo stuff going on, man. He just had a feud with Fresco-Matic out of Vegas, and that was a killer feud. You saw that match. Oh, you rang the bell prematurely.
Yes, I did.
Surely.
I still blame the ref.
Yeah, it was probably the ref, though, I believe you, because I had to kick that same ref out of my cage match last month.
He fucked up again?
Huh?
He fucked up again?
Yeah, he wouldn't count, and like the crowd was cheering to that they wanted a different ref. So I called an audible, and I was like, "Look, dog, no hard feelings, but you're fucking up. I need the other ref." Mid-match, I kicked him out, got the other ref in, and crowd was happy.
Damn.
Well, you did a good job, though. For that being your first time, you did a good job. Next time, I'll just have you as a spectator so you can actually just watch the show and relax. But good job on you, man.
Thanks, man.
With your style, do you hear the crowd, or when you're calling it in the ring, when do you call your spots? Like do you actually feel the crowd's vibe, and it's going high, it's going low?
Truthfully, man, it's all about that character work. I have a bad habit of talking too loud in the ring. Very John Cena. It's worked for me in times where I have opponents who really can't remember stuff. Like, that'll help them out. But at the same time, it's not good, because I should be covering what I'm saying, but I'm very loud. I've gotten scolded before in Lucha Libre for talking too loud. But I try to, whenever the crowd's dead, it's like a match is like a roller coaster. You have to pick him up so you can come down, and you have to come down so you can go back up. So I try to live by that. But, sometimes there's just crowds who aren't feeling it, man. Like last year I had a ladder match against Watson, which is one of the Arizona greats. And the crowd only had its moments when they were off their feet, but they were exhausted because they just saw a 30-man rumble, and that was like an hour and a half. So that sucked. The match was good, but the crowd reaction was horrible.
Man, what's been your favorite place to wrestle?
The Van Buren in Phoenix. The Van Buren, yeah, that's been my absolute favorite venue. We got to main event in front of a sold-out crowd, and over the champion at the time. We were tag champs, but we got to main event over the heavyweight champ, and that was something, because we had badass matches on the undercard, and to go out and deliver was just the cherry on top, man.
That's badass.
I was going to ask you, you've obviously wrestled in multiple locker rooms in the United States. You've also wrestled in Mexico, correct?
Yeah.
What are some of the differences between a Mexico locker room and a U.S. locker room, if any? Or just the difference, period, in the way they present their companies.
So in Mexico, you actually have the sports commission. The sports commission, I think it is. You actually have them there. They check your blood pressure. Everything is in the history books in Mexico. Locker room wise, an American locker room is always going to be nicer. They're going to have water for you. They're going to have, some things for you to at least make you feel comfortable. The times I've been in Mexico, it's cool, but it's like a dungeon. You're just in there like, fuck, I'm going to get hepatitis here or something, like I've wrestled in some sketchy places, but they do take care of your health in Mexico too. Like, they make sure you can go out there and wrestle.
Do you have anybody? Crowd? It's a Mexican crowd. Like, are they like better than American crowds or?
Oh man, it's completely different. A lucha libre crowd is more for the theatrics, the character you playing to the crowd. Whenever I have a lucha libre a match, I know I'm not gonna work too hard. I know that I just have to play to that crowd. An American crowd likes the spots, likes the hard hitting.
Mm.
There's just you gotta just know your crowd, but they're completely different, man. And wrestling in front of a lucha libre crowd is awesome because they are diehard, man, and they're always for the heel too. Arriba los rudos, always.
Root for bad guys.
What's your thoughts on death matches as a wrestler?
On what?
Death matches as a worker, not as a fan, as a worker. Do you think?
I don't like him personally. I think they're stupid. I mean, obviously, if they paid me the right amount of money, I'd do it, but I don't think they're cool. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. People get hurt. It takes years off your career. I've had friends who do them, and I'm like, why are you doing that to your body? Why, dude? Like, save your body. There's a hardcore match and a death match is completely different. Death matches are dumb in my opinion. Again, if I was paid the right amount, I'd probably do it. But there's a limit to what I would do in that match.
You climb to the ladder within, you said, like 4 years of this industry. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, hopefully still wrestling, man. Hopefully my body allows me to do this, and hopefully I can move on to the next stage in this profession. And as long as I can continue to please people and give them that feeling that I had when I was a kid, I'm happy with it. As long as I can provide and make some sort of money off of this, I'm perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be WWE money, but as long as I can pay my bills, I'm satisfied.
I know you're still a young buck. I know you have only been in the business for 4 years?
3.
3 years. How long do you want to stay in the business? Do you have a date? Do you have a specific age that you're like, okay, that's gonna be it, or is it just as long as you can keep going?
As long as I can keep going, man. As long as my body allows me to. Look at Ric Flair.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Ric Flair, man. As long as my body allows me to, I'll keep doing it.
Rick's gonna die in the ring.
Oh, I guarantee Tony Khan is gonna give him the money. He's gonna give him a match, and he's gonna fucking die in the ring, and they're gonna have that on their hands.
Exactly.
I mean, Rick's just gonna get what he wanted, though.
Remember this podcast. We called it.
Calling it, bro. Tony Khan's gonna have a fucking death on his hands.
He is.
The way he runs it.
Tony, why?
It's just the way he runs the company. He's not worried about these injuries.
Not at all.
Pushover. He gets bullied.
He's let so many matches keep going after someone's been concussed.
Oh, yeah. That first year was ridiculous. I forgot what it was, but he got knocked out, and they still tried to pull him to do like a move off the top rope.
If it ain't Rick dying, it's Darby Allin that's going to die in that ring.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Crazy. Crazy guy. It's sad to say that Gigi Dolan is going to have a longer career than him.
April 27th, you have a big match coming up with Colt Cabana, AEW ROH star. You want to touch on that?
Well, he's another dude, man, just coming into Arizona, trying to take what I've worked hard to protect. He's done it all, that guy. He has a lot of friends, but he also has a lot of enemies.
CM Punk.
And now because he's trying to take my belt, he's my enemy. So the 27th,
you better wear CM Punk shirt.
I'm going to have to whoop his ass.
I have a Punk shirt.
Brock, dress as CM Punk. Dress
I
as
asked
CM
the
Punk.
promoter, I was like, can I make some references during the match? Can I tell him the go to sleep shit? And he's like, no, we got to make good with him. I was like, fuck, all right. Cool.
Damn. Yeah, you can't play with him like that. He's going to take it serious.
the comments are hilarious. Like on the Facebook page, like, do you guys have to pay him cash or send him money to his mom's account?
Shit.
Like all those comments are ridiculous. I'm like, poor dude.
Oh,
Poor
man.
dude.
When these guys come in, dude, like, have you ever seen like these guys asking for like outrageous shit? Like, hey, I want champagne in the backstage. I want a special cookie, or just random dumb shit they would ask for.
No, not really. I mean, Paul London just asked me, "Hey, bro, can you take me to a dispensary?" That's like the most that he ever asked for, but that's it, man. That's pretty much it. Like, I've never had to work with divas, which is super cool.
That's
Do you
badass.
smoke?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We
He's a
support
high
the dream.
wrestler, man.
I'm sure he's
All
smoked
right.
a couple of balls with Paul London.
Yeah. I still
That's
have
so
the
cool.
last time we wrestled. He's all, "I don't know when I'm going to see you again, man. So here's this joint." I still have it in my drawer. So
that's
next
so
time
cool.
I see him, we'll smoke it together.
Well, if we ever go to Phoenix, we'll bring you that California bud.
Sounds
Yes.
good, man. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Well,
make
anybody
it
else have any
out
other
there one
questions
day.
for Chubby Depp? Anybody want to know anything
I mean,
else?
I do. You talk about those rats. How's the
Yeah.
groupies in the wrestling scene?
They
Is it
are.
fun?
Yeah.
They're cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. Like it's a good time. The rats are diehards when there is some. In Arizona we don't have too many. Like there's like 2 or 3 that go to every show, and we're just like But out of state there's some of these rats.
How about the page that takes like 2 at 1 and stuff?
Oh no! Yeah, I've heard about a couple. I've heard about a couple. It's it's territory I try not to get into because like people talk, and like I try to be very like my biggest fan base is kids,
Okay.
so like I try to stay away from them, but I have friends that have told me stories and I'm just like, "Oh my god, dude, you are disgusting, man."
Bro, Chubby Depp, you need to get some stories behind you when you turn heel.
Yeah. There's plans, man, and the characters develop.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose him?
Couldn't hear you.
About that. I got a phone call. I had to raise it up.
Oh, it's all
But
good.
there's plans, man. There's plans.
Excited to see the development, man.
Thank you guys.
Do you have anything specific you want to do as a heel?
Make people hate me, man. That's pretty much it. Make people hate me.
You just do fake coke off people and shit.
I'll do some real coke off people.
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
what's up.
There you go. I like that. Arizona coke.
That's funny. Damn, they're calling me again. My bad, guys. Hold on.
You're good, man. If you need to go, no problem. I appreciate you coming on to the pod. I appreciate you
Thank you
taking
guys
the
for
time.
having me, man. And I
Pleasure,
hope we
bro.
do it again
Pleasure.
soon.
Thank you,
Most
man.
definitely need to tap into you after your match with Cole Cabana.
Thank you. I look forward to talking to you guys. This is
Kick
the
his
Wrestling
ass.
Junkie podcast. Chubby Depp,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Brocstarr, and the homies. We'll catch you guys later.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Later, Chubby.
Later.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Chubby.
brother.